Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're doing something really a bit different.
Yeah.
It's not your typical scientific report or, a standard study.
Okay.
Instead, we're diving into a narrative, a really richly imagined story, actually. It unfolds these big themes: connection, consequence, hope, but through this, well, extraordinary, almost mythical lens.
Interesting.
Our source today is Bellamoons, the last of the ancient Earth Keepers.
Mm.
It's this amazing tale that sort of blends fantasy with some pretty deep philosophical ideas.
Right. And our mission here really is to pull out the powerful insights from this story, see what it actually tells us about, say, our relationship with the earth
Wow.
and the impact of choices, collective choices, and maybe even the potential for a kind of awakening, all wrapped up in this, like you said, mythical, enchanting kind of package.
Exactly. It reminds you that sometimes the most, well, surprising facts or relevant lessons pop up in unexpected places.
Definitely. Not always from a textbook.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Let's start with the fun figures. This story introduces Xandra and Oyasin. They're called the last of their breed. What exactly are they?
Okay, so they aren't just, regular creatures. The story calls them dragons.
Dragons. Wow.
Yeah, but specifically magical in kind, ancient winged ones, keepers of the earth.
Keepers of the earth. Okay.
And they have these descriptions, right? Xandra, she's the mother, has these graceful lavender scales. Apparently they turn amber gold when she hits her 2000th year.
2000. Okay.
Yeah. And her son, Oisin, he's got this lustrous green look with bluish undertones. He's 202 dragon years old. Still young for a dragon, the story implies.
Right. Right. So where do they live? You mentioned this idyllic sanctuary.
Yeah, Crystal Crag.
Yeah.
They live way up high, hidden in this cavern. It's their safe place, and their life follows cycles. They have this sort of soft slumber during winter, wake up in spring.
Okay.
But the really amazing part is their garden. Inside the cave, it's totally self-sustaining.
Inside. How does that work?
Well, they grow corn, squash, beans, lettuce, even watermelon.
Watermelon. In a cave.
Yeah. It's all nourished by these natural rain pools that trickle down from openings high up. It's like a perfect little ecosystem.
That's incredible. And there's an apple tree too, right? Central to their world.
Absolutely. Right in the middle of the cave. It's described as timeless, and it has both red and green apples. It gives them comfort, positive energy, and, fireflies dance around it, dragonflies. It's quite the image.
It sounds beautiful. But it's more than just decoration, you said.
Much more. It's key to their sacred custom of firekeeping.
Okay, firekeeping. This sounds symbolic. How does this fire work? It's not normal fire.
Not at all. This is where it gets really fascinating, I think. Xandra uses the tree's magic, mixes it with the light from fireflies.
Firefly?
Yeah, tiny sparks. And she creates this incredible rainbow light, this flame. But get this, it's not fueled by wood or anything physical.
So what fuels it?
It's fueled only by pure thoughts of love and thankfulness for the earth, for all living things.
Wow. That's quite a concept. Like their inner state literally powers their world.
Exactly. It's a profound idea about internal energy shaping external reality, at least in their world.
Powerful stuff. Okay, so they're hidden away, but not totally alone. There's Max, the hawk.
Right. Max, the red-winged hawk, he's called a forever friend and a messenger of truth.
Messenger of truth. What does that signify?
Well, he's from a whole line of Maps's the Hawk clan. Their family's lifelong honor is to watch over the ancients.
Okay.
Every spring, he brings seeds for their garden, but also stories, news from the outside world. The truth part suggests, I think, that in this world, information is pure, unvarnished reality, no spin.
That connects to this idea of all our relations you mentioned. It seems central to the story. How does it define that connection?
It's absolutely core. Xandra and Oyasin are protected, honored by all creations, everything that's in sync with the Earth's heartbeat.
So like everything.
Pretty much. It lists standing people plants, especially trees, giving homes, food, medicine, and, crucially, air. Stone people, which is like the Earth itself, then thunder beings, cloud people, four-leggeds, creepy crawlers, swimming beings, winged ones.
Okay, the whole web of life.
Exactly. And even the wingless ones. Humans are part of it. They all make up all our relations. It's not just coexistence, it's like a symbiotic network. Everyone contributing, everyone protecting.
A truly harmonious picture.
Yeah.
But then the shadow starts to fall, right? The wingless ones.
Yeah.
Max brings bad news.
Yeah, it's the first real sign of trouble. Max arrives early one season looking concerned.
Uh-oh.
He says Oyasin, who's still young and maybe a bit careless, was spotted by wingless ones. And worse, they left marks near the cave. Determined marks, the story says.
Meaning they might try to climb up.
That's the fear, that they could actually reach the cavern now, find their home.
And these wingless ones, the story defines them very specifically. Something about a sleepwalk.
Right. They are the people, but they fell into this sleepwalk, lost their inner knowing, their connection to intuition, and their free will.
So not literally sleeping,
Right.
but disconnected.
Exactly. Disconnected from their own wisdom, from what's good for them and the earth. They sort of gave up their inner compass, maybe, led by external stuff.
And that caused divisions.
Big time. The story says they became divided by the color of their skin, by their prayers, by their leaders, by their teachers, and by their healers. This fundamental disconnect from their own worth and from all our relations had, well, serious consequences.
You can see it coming. So their progress, as they might see it, starts impacting the earth. What does Max report?
Oh, yeah. It's a stark contrast. The valley below starts changing. Loud crews building. Oyesen calls them contraptions.
Contraptions like machines, buildings.
Yeah. Harsh and cold, smell bad, not beautiful. And these wingless ones, they don't grow their own food like the ancients. They just collect stuff to trade. It creates a whole different kind of energy.
And the environment suffers.
Massively. Max says the air gets thick, smoggy, and smelly. Leaves grow less, taste bitter. And the trees, the standing people.
What happens to them?
They're killed and cut from their roots. Just cut down, no replanting, turned into paper and wood.
That's rough. And the buffalo, too. Hunted almost to extinction.
Yeah, in large masses, the story says. Sometimes just for sport, left there. A devastating picture.
Does the story give a reason why they act like this? Is it just evil?
That's a good point. It frames it more as a result of the sleepwalk than, like, inherent evil. Their actions come from being lost, disconnected from their own value and their connection to everything else.
Loft, not malicious.
Okay. It's a consequence of forgetting who they are in relation to the world.
That makes sense within the story's logic.
Yeah.
Now, Oyesen, being young, he reacts to all this bad news.
Yeah.
Starts accidentally breathing fire.
Yeah, he's impetuous. He sees his father, who's passed away, as this warrior true who fought the three troubles: fear, greed, and jealousy. His father never misused his firepower. So Oyesen thinks it's his duty now as a warrior to learn to fight, to protect them. He starts trying, but accidentally belches flames.
Not ideal.
No. And it highlights that fire. You know, it's powerful. A gift, maybe, but dangerous if not used wisely.
But Xandra, his mother, has a different perspective. A wiser one.
Absolutely. She's horrified by the accidental fire. She gives him this stern warning about misusing the gift. And she says something profound about fear.
What that?
She tells him, basically, if you're ready for an attack, then an attack shall find you, and an attack you shall receive.
Whoa, like what you expect, you attract.
Exactly. Instead of preparing for a fight, she encourages trust, acceptance. She keeps saying, all will be well. It's not just about avoiding a fight, it's about how your inner state literally shapes your reality. Manifestation, really.
A deep lesson. Okay, so the tension keeps building. Then come the red skies.
Yeah.
Max confirms the wingless ones are getting close.
Yeah, it's terrifying for them. They hide deep inside the cavern.
And the wingless ones actually come in.
They do. Briefly. They apparently marvel at the garden, see the huge footprints.
Dragon footprints.
Right. Must be. But ultimately, their fear of the unknown, of something different, makes them leave. They see proof of something amazing, but fear wins over curiosity.
But that's not the end of it. The capture happens that same night.
That very night, it's devastating. Xandra is chained, hoisted out by these bright lights, and a crazy machine, which we later learn is a helicopter.
Oh, man. She can't find Oyesen or Max.
No, she's alone. And as she's taken away, she gets this glimpse of the world outside their valley.
What does she see?
It's described as dreadful. The mistreatment of Earth. Tall buildings, cars, hot, humid air, piles of junk, hard and unbending things.
A shock to her system.
Completely. She's so overwhelmed, she falls into this deep sleep, this slumber to comfort her grief, just whispering, all will be well. It's the terrible dream she always feared but never spoke of.
And Oyesen, left behind, thinking she's gone. His grief must be immense.
Immense. The story says he mourns for 2 slumbers.
Which is?
Roughly 200 Earth years.
Wow. 2 centuries of grief.
Yeah. His tears are so heavy they flood the sacred fire, dampening it for a very long time. But this period of isolation, it changes him.
How so?
He stays hidden, hears the helicopter sound like thunder. But after all that sadness, he learns to mourn properly, finds healing energy from the earth. He gains ancient knowing, looks to the stars for guidance, hoping his mother hears him in her dreams.
So his grief transforms into wisdom.
It seems so. It's not just suffering, it's like a crucible. He reconnects deeply with nature, gains intuition.
And during this time, he discovers new things,
Yeah.
like wolf talk.
Yeah, he learns to understand the wolves' songs, finds friendship there, and he discovers the fairies.
That varies.
Where? Living in the apple tree. Tiny, joyful beings. He sees them by looking through dragonfly wings, apparently.
Oh.
And the story says they only felt safe enough to come out, share their songs and drums once he acknowledged them, showed trust through his own growth.
Like they were always there, but needed his awareness.
Exactly. It suggests beauty and connection are all around, but we need that conscious recognition, that open heart to see them.
Meanwhile, Xandra's in captivity. What happens to her? Does she just stay asleep?
She wakes up eventually, confused at first by the language, but a kind woman named Cheyenne helps her learn.
Cheyenne. Okay.
And it's during this time Xandra realizes her real purpose isn't just survival, it's to tell the stories, to share the ancient ways.
So her captivity actually gives her a mission.
Kind of ironic, isn't it? Her physical prison becomes her spiritual liberation.
And this leads to the miracle the story talks about. Cheyenne helps her.
Yeah, Cheyenne believes in her, sees her beauty when others just see a monster or a freak show. She gathers people.
And Xandra teaches them.
She does. Teaches the wingless ones, the ancient ways, the Earth's way of peace, what happens to destructive dragons, and that core truth of all our relations.
What's the key message she gets across?
That despite all the differences, color, texture, spirit, we all have one heart. And those who really listen, who saw past the surface, they awoke from their wingless sleepwalk.
They woke up.
Yeah, they transformed. The story says this saved the wingless ones and brought them back as the two-legged into the circle of life.
Wow. So her capture, her sacrifice, it literally saved them and healed the world.
That's how the narrative presents it, an unimaginable catalyst for change.
So after all this time, Oyasin finally emerges. What kind of world does he find?
It's completely transformed. The people, the two-legged, now understood the meaning of their existence on their Earth walk. They speak the language of creation.
They're connected again.
Totally.
Yeah.
And all the other beings are joyful, singing with them. The Earth is lush and colorful, air crisp and clean, water pure and clear. It's paradise restored.
And Oyasin himself is changed. He takes his first flight.
Yes. His copper wings, which were too weak before, are now large and strong. He levitates, soars beyond the mountain. It's symbolic of his healing, mirroring the Earth's.
How is he received?
As he flies over the valley, all our relations, the trees, the crawlers, the four-legged animals greet him. They chant, Mitakuye Oyasin.
Which means?
All my relations. It's like this powerful welcome back into the circle, an affirmation of his place.
Beautiful. And the buffalo return too. That must be a huge sign.
It's huge. A large herd appears. It signals not just recovery, but abundance for everyone and peace for a very, very, very long time.
And there's a white buffalo.
Yeah, a stunning white buffalo, an absolute miracle. It confirms prosperity, the return of the ancient ways. It's spiritual healing, not just ecological.
And the buffalo give Oyasin some key information about his mother.
They do. They tell him that her capture, that tragedy, was actually the reason the wingless ones transformed back into the people.
So it was her sacrifice.
Her sacrifice allowed them to wake up, find balance again. And Oyasin has this aha moment. He realizes this healed world, this beautiful land.
It's what she dreamed of.
It's the land she dreamed of. Her personal vision became reality through her actions.
Incredible. And Oyasin's role in this new world, he's recognized, right?
Yes, as Xandra's son, Oyasin, the last of the ancient Earthkeeper. But importantly, not as the king.
Not the king.
No. He understands he's just an important part of the whole. He lives alongside other Earthkeepers with a grateful heart. It emphasizes stewardship, balance, not dominion.
Humility and connection.
Exactly. The circle of life continues through everyone playing their part.
And the story leaves us with one final image, a sign of hope.
It really does. As Oyasin is reflecting, he sees these glimmers in the sky, shiny lavender and turquoise wings.
Another dragon.
A very young and spunky lady dragon descends, landing near him.
Wow.
And instantly, Oyasin remembers his father's words, never say never.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate symbol of hope, isn't it? Not just that his kind continues, but that life is cyclical, transformation is always possible, even the impossible. All will be well indeed.
What an incredible story to dive into. The last of the ancient Earthkeepers. Just wow. It's such a unique mixed myth, deep ecological wisdom, and this really personal journey.
It really is. And the core messages, they stick with you, don't they? The power of that inner knowing,
Uh,
the absolute interconnectedness of all our relations, not just as a concept, but as a living system.
yeah.
And maybe most importantly, that even when things seem impossibly lost or broken, there's a path to awakening, a healing, to rebalancing for one person or for a whole society.
And this story being passed down, it feels like it mirrors our own journey, our own earth walk, you know?
Mm.
It's a reminder of, well, our responsibility to future generations, the 7 future generations it mentions, and the wisdom from ancestors, and that potential we all have to shift away from fear, greed, and jealousy.
Absolutely. So it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? If one act like Xandra's capture and her choice to teach could wake up a whole sleepwalking civilization
Right.
and restore harmony, what acts of inner knowing, what connections, small or large, can you bring into your own world today?